So Miller and Holden are dead. Well, not yet, but that's certainly the impression the last episode left us on. I'm hoping this episode shows us why they're not gonna be dead with the massive dose of radiation they were just hit with. Welcome to Casual Nerd Reaction. Today we're watching the Season 1 finale. I'm so excited to dive into this episode with you. And I want to thank you for being on the journey and watching these videos. Honestly, it means so much to me that you would spend a few minutes out of your week revisiting this great show as I experienced it for the very first time. Hopefully it recaptures the feeling you got the first time you watched the show. I did want to mention we are jumping right into Season 2 next week, but as a coincidence, we happen to be posting the Season 2 finale today on Patreon and for YouTube channel members. So check that out if you don't want to wait for Season 2, you just want to watch the whole thing in a binge mode. You can watch it right here on YouTube with the early access level channel membership, or over on Patreon, you can add full episode reactions. You just need your own copy of the episode to watch along. Check it out if you want to, but right now we're watching the Season 1 finale for the very first time.
This emergency is bull. There's no radiation in the tunnels.
That's not the only thing that stinks. These CPM guys are a bunch of gangsters from Ceres. They're working for someone else. Look, I can find you guys a place to hole up, ride this thing out.
Something terrible is happening here, and we're not sticking around to find out what. Help us get into the old mech shafts.
And then come
Lead
with
us
us.
to the docks.
The mech shafts.
I just want the crew to expand. I don't know why.
I can't even find my way through that maze.
Which is why the OPA uses them as smuggling routes. On every station. Get us into them, and I'll get us through them.
We're gonna talk about how she knows the OPA smuggling routes.
Please, we won't be any trouble.
Oh, you got a little girl. They're coming. Come on.
All right, grab anything that looks like a painkiller, stims, anti-nausea. We're gonna need it.
Say we're cured then.
At least we'll be sharp or we melt from the inside out. What the hell did we just see back there?
Bad juju.
A bunch of people getting cooked. Radiation. How long you figure we got?
A couple hours. Start bleeding out of places you don't even want to know about.
Mental image I didn't need, thanks.
It's the fastest way to the docks.
It's my first time on Eros. First time anywhere.
It's so hard to believe, but like, that's a really interesting component to his character.
She was blessed. She touched the unknown. And it touched her in return.
Not a perspective I share, buddy.
She'll make her father very proud.
I can't imagine he actually would agree with that statement, but then again,
She's
he
gonna
might.
save us all.
She's gonna save us all. You think this is some kind of cure to what? This is definitely a mystery. A really wonderful slow burn. Reminds me of something I said in the last episode that I cut from the reaction because it didn't quite fit. So I'll put it here. There's still a mystery waiting to be revealed. I'm not trying to solve it. I'm not a solver of mysteries. I'm an enjoyer of mysteries. The reveals, that's what I live for. Okay. Please don't start coughing up blood. It's too soon. Oh my gosh. Great.
Here you go with the tool.
I've never shot anyone.
Half the system thinks you're some kind of outlaw hero, but you're really kind of clueless, aren't you?
Yep.
Well, then thank God I got you here.
You're an interesting team.
In here.
They're in an arcade. How fun. Too bad they don't have time to just kick back and play some games for a couple hours because, you know, dead.
Please don't stop here.
Oh, they're stopping here.
What the hell are they building out there?
Let's go ask him.
Wait, there's 6 guys. Why is everything so half-cocked with you?
Because he's already half cooked.
Maybe there's another way out of here. A conduit, something behind the walls. Look
Smart.
around.
Strategy. Their brains and brawn.
Your optimism is inspiring.
Optimism, earthers.
Belters?
You know what's up. You know the game's rigged. Me and Semi, our hands were small enough we used to reach in these machines, grab the chips that got caught in the chute. One day your hand gets too big and gets stuck.
And naturally you evolved into cops.
That was Semi's idea.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Sorry, kid.
I wish that was real and not a hallucination.
Someone's coming. Get down.
Oh, he's like, I'll do it, but at the last possible second.
Oh, I love this game.
He literally just popped in to play a game for a second. Oh, I mean, just pull the trigger. Or let Miller do all the dirty work. Also, he was really good at that game. Ooh.
Just meet us at the docks.
He can't. The good news is they're not coming in and looking for him. They're just going to continue about their business and chastise him verbally over the radio.
It's his back-ended way of getting retribution against Earth.
What if he's telling the truth?
You believe him?
Those drives were built at the Bush shipyards, but for private contracts and not for us. And for the last 2 years, every last one of them has found its way to Tycho Station and Fred Johnson.
Maybe, maybe not. It'd be more interesting if this man had something to do with it.
I just reviewed the entire report myself.
He's the one I trust the least. For whatever reason.
We warn Mars that they exploit this situation at their own peril. We crack down hard on Ceres and the OPA. And then we expose the truth and nail Fred Johnson to it.
Secretary General's convening an emergency meeting with our key contractors to discuss security, and you need to join us.
Of course.
Right on time, as usual.
Interesting. Look who his friend is. Hey, Avasarala, that's the guy. That's the guy.
Make sure your kid keeps up. She's not my kid. Take care of her.
You will be responsible for her. This makes me like Amos a lot. Just skyrocketed.
Don't slow me down.
What a jerk. But I mean, it's also good advice. Like, she really just needs to keep up and make pace. Time is of the essence here.
When they first dug these tunnels, they put markers down so the workers wouldn't get lost. The OPA uses them to mark the route to the docks.
You're full of surprises.
I've heard that.
You hear that?
I don't hear anything.
What?
Emergency system.
Oh, it stopped. I always get...
Well, everything must be okay then.
I always miss it when we don't hear something that we're listening for or not listening for.
Pods are online.
The Great Reset.
Please exit the pod.
Oh, God.
Oh, come on, man. Has everyone on Eros been infected? Man, I was worried that because of Julie, there might be an outbreak. I didn't know they were going to do it on purpose.
They're spreading it deliberately.
It's an experiment.
Yo, cracked up is what it is.
We gotta find out who did this. Let people know.
We gotta get off this rock first.
What are they doing now? Okay, I understood taking blood samples and then spreading it around. Now they're pointing her with pink lasers?
You're lost. And we're not all dying down here. We need to go back topside. Take our chances up there.
We're so close.
Oh.
Don't touch anything!
Oh, no.
I'm good.
You're not good. I love that Naomi's going after Molly. Not something we have time for. It doesn't make any tactical sense, but she's a little girl. You go after her.
I need you to come back with me.
What was wrong with that lady?
She was sick.
She'd be all right.
But we will be if we go, but we have to go now.
We got company.
Who? Friendlies?
That's why they picked Eros. They don't even consider these people human.
Mars will accuse Earth of using a bioweapon. Earth will claim it was Mars. It's a good way to start a war and to cover it up.
Hey. Let's get these guys geared.
Yeah, that'll definitely help you, like, move a bit more incognito. Maybe you don't have to shoot everyone you pass.
I got it.
You sure?
Nolita! Nolita!
Nolita, friend!
What are you doing here?
She was lost.
Awesome.
Come with Malauda, we have room.
You can't get the docks that way. Tunnels are blocked.
There's a hospital on level 9. Her uncle is a doctor there.
Whatever it is, it's not a sickness. It's something else.
We'll be safe at the hospital.
Oh, you really
There's no
won't?
safe place here. Come with me.
We need to go. Now.
Please!
Molly,
You'll die if you...
you can't do anything. You don't have to be happy about it, though. And she's not. Just have to live with it. Not something you could control. Oh, him too now, huh?
Whoa, hey! Hold on, it's me.
We don't trust you now. Why should we trust him?
I thought I was helping you guys. They tricked me. All the ships are on lockdown. But I can backdoor those codes, you know I can. And when we help each other, we survive. It's just like against the Nickies, right?
You betrayed us, you know, since then.
I'm putting my life in your hands.
Dang it, I believe him. Ugh. But he's a good actor. Maybe that's the reason.
You are a good man.
Tell me why I'm a good man. Your life depends on it.
Because you believe in mercy. You know that sometimes a man is pushed so far that he does things that he doesn't recognize. You can't leave me here. You've seen what's happening. This is a death sentence.
Yeah.
Oh. That radiation replaced his blood with ice. What a great interaction. Just with a look. Wow.
This is it.
Awesome.
This is it.
Just don't fall.
Do you realize our son would now be older than you were when we first met?
I love that they're sitting on the roof.
But he'd probably be twice as handsome.
Oh,
Thanks to you.
that is sweet.
You need to go to Luna for a while. Take the little ones. Frank knew those drives were stolen. He didn't commit suicide.
If Aaron Wright really did have Frank killed, you're not safe here either.
I will be for a time, so long as I play a familiar role. The stubborn old woman. Too blind to see the world as passerby.
Has she become my favorite character? Maybe so. I just absolutely loved that line, plus her delivery of it. 10 out of 10.
Rossi's here.
It's the scruffy guy. He's gone. I think he might have been infected. We're better off.
What did you do?
Yeah, did he just...
Better off.
Amos accepts the tactical aspect of it. Naomi questions the morality of it. In this case, tactical wins out. He would have infected us all.
The fastest way to my ship is through all of them.
Holden didn't make it.
Not yet.
She's gonna give him every minute she can.
Point me to a console so I can override the clamps.
We're not leaving yet.
What? These mercs, they locked down all these ships so that no one could leave. They could be here any minute. We gotta push off.
I promised Holden 3 hours. He still has time.
He didn't make it. End of story.
I'm looking to see how Amos is gonna respond.
We stick around here, we run the risk of getting killed.
He's right.
We owe Holden.
I don't need some
He doesn't know Holden.
Amos, fire up those consoles.
Whoa.
You don't think I'll shoot?
There it is. I was like, Amos, surely not. Miller's not gonna like that.
You say wait, so we wait, boss.
Whoa. He ended the situation. He's a little bit crazy. Naomi's conflicted over the way he chose her side, I think.
These Earthers ain't gonna let us out, man. No. They ain't never gonna let us out. We just meet for the machine.
Uh-oh. Nice.
Blood's on the wall, Baratheons. Are we gonna rise up? We're gonna rise up.
That was so smart. Risky as heck. Now all you gotta do is run through the fire, use people as cover. Yeah, they're all gonna die, but they were probably all dead anyway. Oh, dang. I thought they might invite him. I don't know why. There just seemed to be a... Never mind.
He had it coming.
With drone. I'll have to rewatch some stuff. Maybe I'll understand what happened there. I noticed recognition, I guess, more than connection. Sorry. I'm just laughing. Oh, he's inviting him to come along. Nope. No. Immediate no.
Could you ever leave a place like Earth? Everything I loved was dying.
They're gonna make it. They're gonna make it. Just barely. Oh. It might be good that Amos did take care of him, because I think he would have taken one look at them and their radiation selves and just axed them.
I thought if I could find Julie, finally know something.
You did find her, Miller.
Just not in the way you thought you would. What? Okay, the airlock opened, but Julie's not really there.
You guys look like...
And Amos makes a lot more sense than Julie. And he's right, they look pretty bad.
You're pretty messed up. The machine keeps trying to switch to hospice.
Oh. If only Shed was here with his fake medical degree. I miss Shed.
Yes. I shot him.
You waited. Knew I was right about you.
Being in charge is a job.
Yep.
You can have it.
Tell Amos
Get the
that.
clamps released.
Still with it.
I am a Navy pilot, so.
Oh, you know what? Let's just take off. Let's break the clamp.
To hell with this gas hauler.
Yeah! Thank God. I was not digging all the gas haulers, disguise. I like the Rocinante in its pure form. Maybe it looks a touch more Martian, but it's so much cooler. Free and clear, baby. Bye, Eros. What happened there is a catastrophe. Horrific. A crime against humanity. Appalling.
Send it all to Thoth.
Transmitting now.
Hello?
I think we just gotta fix on the bad guys.
Nice timing, yes. No contagion, I saw that.
You have blood on you.
Yeah.
Not mine. You saved a few. We should have saved more.
We will.
I kind of like them together. I don't know. Oh, he's still here. Are we gonna resolve his storyline or set him up for a sequel? What in the world? Contagion's out. It's time to infect anyone who's still on Eros. What? What was that? What is this? Okay, it took a physical form, looked at him, and said, I want you to be a part of this. Like, what just happened? I don't fully understand what just happened, but I know it was interesting. I know it chose him and invited him into its ecosystem. Is that even the right way to think about that? I'm fascinated. The show is so good. Well, I think it's fair to say, at the very least, this story is really taken off here in the back half of the season, launching into season 2. I was just looking at the dates between season 1 and season 2, and I just can't imagine waiting a literal entire year in between this finale and the premiere. To be fair, I might feel this way because I know it's not the end of the first book, but it's in part because like this finale, the story feels like it's still just getting started. And I don't mean that in a negative way, right? Like the show can pace however it wants because it's a really compelling story and it's a really great narrative, but it doesn't feel like we've really resolved anything. It's like we're just finally starting to crack open the mystery and get into what the heck is really going on here. As far as all of the characters, I actually can't believe this. I've actually come to like every single one of them, and Avasarala might be my favorite character a little bit. I'm also really enjoying Amos and his unpredictability. Just kind of always like, okay, wait, is his loyalty wandering? Like he's just like a big question mark a lot of times. He's unpredictable, and I find that really, really entertaining. Alex always makes me laugh. Of course, Holden and Miller are very entertaining as well in their own rights, and it's interesting how like they were the ones I immediately liked and was rooting for, and now I still like them. I'm still rooting for them, but I don't find them quite as entertaining as some of the people they're surrounded with. And of course, Naomi is wonderful. I knew from the very beginning she was incredibly smart. It does seem like she might have some OPA ties. Whether or not they're current or in the past, who's to say? But I assume that's how she had the knowledge how to navigate those underground systems, those tunnels. I absolutely love the situation Avasarala is in on Earth. She's kind of identified and recognized, okay, hang on. My boss man, he's kind of into some stuff. Whether she's made the connection with Jules or Julie's dad, I don't know. But she's clearly aware, all right, this man, my friend who I betrayed, didn't kill himself. He was murdered because he had information no one else knew. And she's putting some pieces together, and she's sending her husband to Luna Safety, by the way, if I haven't said it, I love that they call the moon Luna. That's just perfect. But she thinks she can be safe for a little while longer because she knows how to play the role. And the way she said it, her performance there just skyrocketed her in my mind, catapulted her to the top of my list. She's phenomenal. The show is very, very entertaining. The plot is continuing to get more and more interesting. I am honestly, like, as the actual plot of these past 2 episodes settle over me, it's genuinely disturbing what they did on Eros Station. Like, who are these people? They're not human, although I think they are human. They're certainly monsters, and they're capable of anything. One of the guys briefly talked about it as if it was going to save a lot of people. Now, are they referring to this bioweapon actually being able to lead to a cure for something in the future to help humanity? Or are they saying they're going to be able to use it politically to gain traction and ground? And so it'll help a lot of people, like, on their end, while screwing over, Martians and Belters and who knows. Also, what in the world is this bioweapon? It certainly appears to be sentient. It certainly felt like an ecosystem or a hive or a community. Like, it took a physical form, and it took that guy, forget his name, started with an R or something. It took him. Like, that's crazy. So, like, the question is, if it does have a consciousness, where did it come from? Was it always there? Is it a part of its biology? Or is it absorbing the consciousness of, like, the people that it infects? Like, maybe it physically corrupts and crystallizes their body, but then they become a part of, like, a greater consciousness? Is that an insane theory? I don't know. Maybe that's too much. I'm intrigued by this whole thing. There's not one aspect of the show I'm not intrigued by. There's probably a couple aspects I still don't understand fully, but I'm confident it'll all come into crystal clarity at some point here. Either you'll help me understand something that I should understand that I missed, or in the next couple episodes, things will continue to come into focus. This is a mystery, and I'm loving that aspect of the show. It's been so intriguing and gripping, really since the beginning, but especially in the back half of the season, things have really taken off. And we're now on the Rocinante. We're leaving Eros. We have a new target, an unknown. The bad guys we I think intercepted that transmission, or at least the coordinates of the transmission. So I guess that's where we're going next. I'm just so curious to see how this unfolds. I'm also really enjoying the dynamics of Holden and Naomi, and they're kind of it's not really a power struggle for leadership. I actually think they complement each other very well. Amos makes it feel more like a power struggle. Their interactions just get more and more entertaining, as clearly they're forming a deeper and deeper connection. And whether that ends up being romantic or just a genuine deep connection, it's meaningful, certainly to them. I mean, they're going through some real stuff that will formulate bonds that will last forever. It seems like maybe they're going to be okay from the radiation scare, at least for now. I guess that's the kind of storyline that could always come back up later, but I just want them to be okay. They're such a key part of the show, at least at this point. I literally can't imagine the show without them right now. Amos was really entertaining with his unpredictability. It seemed like he might have been shifting loyalties to Sime throughout this episode. Tactically, I think he agreed with Sime a lot of the times, but at the end of the day, his trust and his commitment to Naomi really did shine through, and it won the day. I don't think Naomi agreed with his decision to shoot him like that. I think she understood it. Whether it was the right or wrong choice, I don't know. It's in the past now. Feel free to weigh in your thoughts if you'd like, but I am just really excited to see where the show is going, and thankfully, I don't have to wait a whole year to find out what happens next. And you can watch with me next week here on Casual Nerd Reactions. And if you don't want to wait, the entire second season is now available on Patreon and YouTube channel memberships at the early access level. So check it out if you want to, and I'm so grateful to be able to watch this show with you. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.